The couch stretch or hip flexor stretch is an excellent stretch to basically work on your rec fem and your quad muscle and your hip flexors. So for this, you're going to need a bench, something underneath the knee. And there's a few points I want to mention with this exercise that we want to be aware of to make it optimal. The first one being that we want to do a posterior tilt. So if you don't know what that is, go and have a look. But basically you're squeezing the bum and tipping the pelvis so that the back is really flat. So we're going away from an arch position. We also want to keep the chest high. We don't want to allow that chest to tip too far forwards, which takes the stretch out of the back leg. So we want to keep that chest proud and up. The next thing would be that we have something comfortable under the knee. We don't want the pressure on the knee to be limiting what you can do with this. So cushion, pillow, get anything and whack that underneath the knee. And the last thing would be that the distance from the bench is going to dictate how much bend there is in the knee and therefore how hard it is. So to start with, you can be further from the bench and then you can eventually get closer. The other thing with this exercise is that you can actually create more stretch by doing a variety of different movements. There's 3 planes of movement we can work on. So the first one is just a sagittal plane straight up in the air with the hands. It increases the stretch in a sagittal plane. Rotational, so rotating the hands across the body, and then doing a side bend away from the leg. And that's going to, all 3 of those create stretch in the hip flexors in different planes of motion. The other thing is this is really, really tough. It's just to reduce the height of the back leg. So this could literally be to the floor, and that's going to make the stretch much easier to do. But then you can obviously gradually increase the height of that back foot, eventually going onto the bench. And then again, like I said earlier, the closer you get to the bench, the more difficult the stretch. Amazing one for increasing knee flexion and also getting stretch through that quad and rec fem muscle.